Hey everyone, today I am telling you guys my thoughts of the 2026 Royal Rumble. Let's get started with the Women's Rumble. So, let's get started with number 1 and number 2 in the Rumble. As you guys know, Charlotte Flair was number 1 and Alexa Bliss was number 2. If you have seen my previous video about me predicting the Rumble, you know that I predicted Alexa Bliss to be number 1 and Charlotte to be number 2. So I was so angry when that happened because I would have gotten it right if I just switched them around. And I guess I got everything wrong about them. I thought Alexa would be the one with like staying there for 15 minutes, but it was Charlotte, and Charlotte was the one to eliminate Alexa Bliss, even though I said Alexa Bliss would eliminate Charlotte. So I got everything wrong, but yeah, I kind of got it right, so I guess it's a half a point. But yeah, what did I think of that? Was pretty cool. Yeah, I did like that they like teased it a bit. That Charlotte put Alexa on the top corner, and then Alexa Bliss started to do the Sister Abigail, and then they just waited for number 3, which was Kiana James, I think. I actually was really surprised about Kiana James in this match. Didn't think she would do too much, but she was kind of there, and I think she was very long, like 30 minutes, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised about her. I didn't think she would be too much there. But yeah, that was pretty cool from her. And I wish we will see more of Kiana James. I think she has a lot of potential in the WWE. I know, yeah, she is with Julia at this point, like kind of a tag team, but also kind of a manager. So yeah, I really hope this year we will see more of Kiana James. So, surprise returns. I think the only surprise return was the Bella Twins. I guess Nikki Bella ain't that much of a surprise, because she's been here last year, had a feud with Stephanie Becker. I think kind of had a feud with Liv Morgan, but then Liv Morgan got injured, so it's not really a surprise. And I guess Brie Bella was a pretty cool surprise, although I didn't like that Kairi Sane eliminated Asuka, and then Kairi got eliminated. And then they kind of had a sequence where Asuka was gonna do something to Kairi, but then it just changed camera to Brie Bella returning. So what happened there? I don't know. Maybe just Asuka pulled Kairi's hair and went back. I didn't understand that too much, but yeah, cool to see Brie returning. I guess the Bella Twins will be in the tag team division now, which is pretty big right now. So yeah, and also she had one of the biggest pops of the night. I mean, everyone loved her. They did the yes chants and everything. Kinda was a babyface, which doesn't make too much sense because Nikki Bella was kind of a babyface, which she just turned heel like 2 months ago, so that was something. So yeah, but that was pretty cool. And maybe I guess it's just an appearance, but I do hope that Brie will be more involved. So yeah. Yeah, as I said, the workhorse was Charlotte Flair, I think. She was in the Rumble for like 52 minutes, or maybe even an hour. Yeah, it's Charlotte Flair. Although I did think that it was Alexa Bliss who would be in the position where Charlotte was. But it also made kind of sense because Becky Lynch then came out, and then they had a kind of a fight. And yeah, I guess so. But yeah, Charlotte was amazing. And yeah. Lash Legend had the most eliminations, I think. She had 5. I got that prediction right. And yeah, she had a good rumble. She was very dominant. I don't remember who eliminated her though. I think it was either Raquel or Rhea, I think, or maybe Judgment Day as a whole. I don't remember. But yeah, that was pretty cool. NXT collabs. So Ruka was there. There was a lot of people. I mean, yes, as you guys know, I don't really watch NXT. I mean, I know the big guys like JC Jane or Sol Ruka or Zarya. There was other NXT calls, but Sol Ruka was definitely the most impactful one. She got 3rd place. Oh yeah, it was Tiffany, Liv, and Soruka, and yeah, and then she decided to jump off the rope and then got eliminated. Obviously, that was kind of dumb, but I guess that was. But yeah, Soruka was pretty cool. She had a good rumble as well, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, so Charlotte eliminated Alexa. Yeah, I think Charlotte will fight Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania, and I do still think Alexa Bliss will be the one to turn on Charlotte, especially now because she eliminated Alexa. So we'll see tonight if something happens. I guess maybe. Oh wait, no, they're on SmackDown. I guess on Friday we'll see what happens. Yeah, but something might happen. I hope so, because I do like them as a tag team, but the women's division do need these two as single stars, sadly, right now. So, I talked about Tiffany being in the top 3. She did return as the last one to enter, which was kind of surprising. I know I did say Paige would return, but that didn't happen, sadly. And also AJ Lee, which I should have known, but I still hoped, But yeah, I guess Tiffany was pretty cool. Although it's kind of sad because Bianca's still not in the WWE because she's still injured, I guess, which is kind of sad. Yeah, but I guess we'll see what happens next. Maybe Bianca returns at Elimination Chamber, but I do think that if Bianca returns, she will win Elimination Chamber again and will face Jade Cargill. But if Bianca doesn't return, I do think like Tiffany will win the chamber if Bianca doesn't return. And yeah, it did kind of have a few botches. Like I said, the thing with Asuka and Kairi when they got eliminated, that was kind of a botch. I guess wrong timing, something might have happened, or I guess I'm just looking too much into it. So, let's get into Liv Morgan trying to eliminate
Baba Booey.
Boy, you guys saw that, right? Hello. Okay. Yeah. Let me show you guys what I actually predicted. On each other, the last 4, and eliminate them before. So I think there's gonna be like a face-off. And then I think Liv is gonna like see Raquel being distracted and then eliminate her. Like quick. And then I think there's gonna be tension between them two. Because yeah, you never know. So I was right about that. I'm very proud of it. Yes, Liv Morgan did see Raquel eliminating Rhea Ripley and then stay on the ropes, and boom, Liv Morgan took advantage and eliminated Raquel. Which, let's see what happens tonight. I think there will be a bit of tension, especially even with like Finn Balor not being in the Rumble. So yeah, let's see what happens. The women's. Oh wait, bro, I forgot about the winner. Yeah, Liv Morgan won. I think that was the right call. Yeah, Liv deserves it. She has been runner-up for like 2 times in a row. Like yeah, with Bailey and with Rhea. So that was something, and yeah, I think she deserves it. I do. There's still the thing, if Raquel wins tonight, then they can kind of do a feud with Liv and Raquel, but I do still think that Liv will fight Stephanie at Mania. And I do kind of hope that it will main event WrestleMania, because in the previous years, yes, there's been the 2 night main event, but the women haven't really been in a main event yet, so I do hope that Liv and Stephanie have a good feud enough to put them at the main event at WrestleMania night 1 or 2, I guess. I think probably night 1. But yeah, the Women's Rumble was probably the best one I've seen. I've started watching premium live events since 2022. Actually, the Rumble 2022 was my first one that I've watched live, which, that as we talk about that one, the better, because that was horrible. Watching Ronda Rousey win and then Brock Lesnar win the men's one. No. But yeah, I think this has been the best Women's Rumble. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Out of them that I've watched live, because I did watch like the 2018, 19, 20, 21 one. Not live, but like I watched the videos and the highlights, I guess. But I think this has been the best Women's Rumble, in my opinion. But yeah, pretty. They did start pretty strong, so I'll give them like a 9 out of 10. They had kind of a few stuff which were kind of weird, but yeah, pretty good Rumble. So yeah, pretty good job. Now, let's get started with AJ versus Gunter. So, as I said, and as everyone thought, AJ Styles did retire, sadly. It was a pretty good match, but there was kind of a slight hope that AJ would still win. But then when Gunter started choking him and then doing the elbow thing, I know it was. I said, GG's. And then AJ didn't tap out, but yeah, he still lost, I guess. And the part where the referee says, "AJ, do you quit?" And that got me really hard. I mean, AJ is a legend, and I have been watching him a lot lately. And in this past week, I've been watching his Rumble debut, his whole thing. Was when he retired. That got me really hard. I'll be honest. I almost started crying. I was watching with my sister, and she doesn't watch WWE, but she's like, "Bro, come on." I was like, "You don't understand." Kind of got me harder than John Cena's retirement, because you knew that John Cena was gonna retire that match, but AJ was still kind of, oh, is he gonna win and stay for until December or something? But no, that was really tough. But yeah, the match was pretty good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was still very sad, but it was a good match. And I think Gunter and AJ did make a good job to make that AJ's last match. So, Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. I didn't pay too much attention since AJ just retired and was very sad about it. And this was, in my opinion, very predictable because Drew McIntyre just won the title like last month, so I don't think he would lose in the Rumble. He'll probably either lose in the Elimination Chamber against Cody, or he'll keep it until Mania. But yeah, I didn't pay too much attention about it, but yeah, it was a good finish. They did like, oh, Sami Zayn is gonna win, as I said in the predictions, and then boom. Yeah, that was something. So, yeah, I didn't pay too much attention, sadly. But, okay. Now, the main event, which was the men's Royal Rumble. Many people hate that Roman Reigns won, as they did in 2015. I think it's not that much, like, that bad as 2015, but a lot of people hate that he won. Oh, it was very predictable. Doesn't mean it's bad if it's predictable, in my opinion. So I like that Roman won. I mean, I really hope that he wins because he is my favorite superstar. And yeah, I do believe that Roman will be more involved this year. And who knows, he might be full-time again. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I did think Roman was the right call to win. I know he was in the Pat McAfee show, I think. No, he was in an interview and said they struggled to make big superstars and then he won. So that's why probably he said that. But yeah, he won against Gunter, who was the last entrant. I know a lot of people were disappointed about not being Chris Jericho or whoever. But yeah, I think they did it smart because Gunter would have been very hated since he just retired AJ Styles and he was the runner-up. So that kind of made people want to root for Roman even more. I guess I mean he's liked now. A lot of people love him now. I mean, just look at the crowd every time he returns or is in a match. He gets one of the loudest pops. So yeah, that was, in my opinion, that was pretty good. Now let's get in with Braun Breaker being on SmackDown, saying that he was number one, and then I didn't watch the full countdown thing on YouTube. I just watched a very small part where Paul Heyman was kind of angry at Adam Pearce for Braun Breaker being number 2. So they kind of switched it up, which was kind of stupid. And yeah, but so I looked it back, but I didn't realize Paul Heyman said that he was number 2. But I would have thought he was still number 1 since the accident that happened on SmackDown. But then, when Obafemi came, I was like, ooh, okay, so they might have pushed him to number 20 or later in the stages. But then, the second entrant was Braun Breaker. And I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a great match. Obafemi versus Braun. This is gonna bang. And then Braun Breaker was getting into the ring, and then he got pushed by a masked man. Who is the masked man? I don't know. So he super kicked him, Braun Breaker, and then he stomped him. Now, a lot of people say it's Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins can make a better stomp than that. So I don't think it was Seth Rollins. I know there's a lot of people that say it's John Mox or it's Chris Jericho. But what if it's Austin Theory? Maybe. Maybe he's a double agent. Maybe that's why he's always losing. Maybe. So, who knows? That's gonna be probably be told. My prediction today is gonna go like this. Braun Breaker is gonna go into the ring, start screaming, "Who did this?" Blah blah blah. Adam Pearce comes. Then Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce start fighting, and who knows? Maybe Adam Pearce gets fired. Maybe it was Adam Pearce that curb stomped him. Who knows? But there's also, I have this feeling that Ava, who's the NXT manager, general manager, was just released kinda, and they might put Ava as a Raw general manager. So, and Adam Pearce, they might downgrade him to NXT for a bit. I don't know. Maybe, you know. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, then back to the Rumble. Braun Breaker gets put in the ring and gets eliminated immediately. So at that time, I was like, Braun is one of the favorites. I told my sister that. I was like, I would have put Braun like runner-up or the winner. So I had this kind of a weird feeling where I said, he's gonna come back later. Like, maybe one of the Vision gives up their position to let Braun win. Because all of them said, I'll let my brother Braun Breaker win. Ooh, maybe it was Logan who attacked him. Who knows? Maybe. Because Logan Paul is a selfish guy in the WWE probably. So it was kind of shocking to say, oh yeah, I'll let Braun Breaker win. So maybe it was him. But yeah, who knows? Yeah, I still thought, yeah, something's gonna happen and Braun Breaker is gonna return. Like maybe number 31. Who knows? Because Paul Heyman has the strings and those stuff, blah 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 blah. But he didn't, so that was it for Braun Breaker. He might have been injured, and that's something they did. So like, he's in the Rumble, but then boom, he's gone. So maybe something happened there. So yeah. But yeah, that was pretty like, whoa, pretty shocking. Yeah, that was pretty shocking. Obafemi was a beast. When Rusev came out, I was like, damn, they're just putting the big guys. And I think then Rey Mysterio came, and yeah, when Rey was fighting Obafemi, I was like, yep, he's gonna fly. He's gone. Yeah, and that happened obviously. But yeah, Obafemi, I think it's his first Rumble. Well, it was pretty good. I think Brock eliminated him, which they might do something there. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, so that will be exciting. So yeah. So something I didn't like that much was the AAA stars. There was a lot of them. Kinda. There was the lizard guy and the skeleton guy and I think someone else. So I don't watch AAA. Just never interested me. I just want to know why. I mean, they didn't put Finn Balor in because there wasn't enough. There wasn't room for him, but and they go with lizard guy and the skeleton guy, and yeah, that was not that cool, in my opinion. I mean, maybe some guys were like, "Ooh, this is cool," but yeah, I just didn't know them, so I was like, "Eh." That was kind of disappointing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. So there wasn't that many NXT call-ups. There wasn't any, I think, because Joe Hendry didn't come, which I 100% thought he would, and even Page. I was like, whoa, okay. But yeah, the lizard guy, and I mean, I do like the. I don't know his name, but the lizard guy is pretty funny. But I was like, okay, that's something. Okay, cool. Yeah, but there was a few like people that came like which I thought was like kind of unnecessary. So yeah, that's an opinion of mine. Um, Now Powerhouse Hobbs, aka Royce Keys. Now I've never watched AEW, so I never heard of him. I heard that he signed with WWE, but didn't pay too much attention with it. I thought he was gonna go straight to NXT. He might still do. So yeah, I thought it was like, okay, I don't know this guy. He was kind of there, but not too much, I think. So yeah, pretty okay. Yeah. Now, Grande Americanos. I'm saying Americanos because there was two. But so there was a new Grande Americano that came, and the next one that came was the original one, which is good to see that Chad Gable allegedly is back. Yeah, that was kind of a funny thing, which yeah, kind of was still like, oh, put these entrances, that entrance, put them in the Rumble for like 2 minutes, and then boom, they're gone. But that might be a WrestleMania match. Who knows? So that was pretty cool and pretty funny. Um, what happened? Oh yeah, LA Knight came back, which is cool. He eliminated all of the Vision except for Logan Paul. Yeah, glad to see him back. Uh, that was pretty cool. And yeah, he stayed for a while. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, something that happened. Jey Uso came in the Rumble and started to do his yeet thing, which I like. I don't mind it too much. But there was this thing that Jey was doing the yeet thing, and the whole crowd was looking at him, and Brock Lesnar got eliminated without anyone watching. So, which should have been like a big reaction, like whoa, oh my god, nothing happened. So that was kind of dumb. Maybe they accidentally pushed him out. But yeah, that happened. Then Roman came while Jey was eating, so the song of Jey was playing, and then Roman's theme came. That was cool because I like both Jey and Roman. Um, so Roman came in the ring and started to do the Jey Uso thing to run it back. So the theme of Jey Uso comes back. Jey Uso kind of does this weird thing that he turns his back to Roman, but then looks at him again, and then Roman Reigns said, nah. Went to full 2022 Roman Reigns, and then boom, smacked him. Um, that was pretty funny. So Jey then tried to eliminate Roman, which I was like, no. I mean, I do like Jey, but not more than Roman. So I thought, Jey, please. That was cool. Jey Uso didn't do too much. Yeah. Now Cody Rhodes. got eliminated by Drew McIntyre. I thought Cody would be in the top 4, but I guess not. And I thought he would be number 1, so that was something wrong again that I predicted. Yeah. So they're probably gonna run Cody versus Drew back, maybe at Elimination Chamber or even WrestleMania. Maybe Drew says, you gotta go through Elimination Chamber to fight me, blah 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 blah. Which I don't know if that will happen, because I kinda. So my thing is, I still think Roman will go for the Undisputed title, because I still kind of think that Braun Breaker will fight CM Punk. So that thing. So I don't know if Cody's gonna win it back before Mania, but I still believe that Roman will go for the SmackDown title, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, the men's rumble wasn't the best. I still think amount of hype. There wasn't too much hype for this rumble. I mean, yes, it is the best PLD in my opinion of the year, but there wasn't too much hype. Like, I remember last year there was a lot of hype. Roman Reigns returns in the Rumble after like 5 years. Cena's last Rumble. Seth was there. CM Punk was there. Jey Uso won, which was kind of shocking, which I still think that was a pretty cool decision. Who was there? I think Drew was there. There was a lot of like massive names, and this year it was kind of like, yeah. There was still like the Romans, the Brock Lesnar, Jey Uso, I guess, is the main eventer. Other than that, yeah, I guess the new talent, Obafemi, Braun Breaker. But there wasn't like too many like big names that like elevated the Rumble, I guess. Or like the shocking factor, which isn't really why the Rumble is great. Like, yeah, okay, cool, Jeff Hardy didn't come back. Jericho, I didn't think he would come back. But yeah, I mean, it was a decent Rumble, not the worst one. I think 2022, as I said before, was the worst one. But yeah, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. 6.5. So yeah, that was something. Yeah, but I guess everything right. I guess that Liv Morgan, Drew, Gunter, and Roman would win, which was kind of a predictable Rumble, which isn't always a bad thing. But yeah, it was pretty decent and all around. Yeah. But other than that, I did like that Roman finally won a Rumble again after 2015. I think he deserves one again. I think Roman will win his last title this Mania, because there's this thing that he said, 2027 I might retire, so I do believe he will win at WrestleMania, and that will be his last ever time as a champion. So yeah, but Rumble was great. The winners were amazing. Yeah, that's it, I guess, of my thoughts about it. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you have any. Let me know if you liked the winners or if you liked Gunter retiring AJ. Yeah, but yeah, I guess see you guys next time. I'll try to post more regularly. I've been kind of ill lately, so yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.